Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James and welcome back to the Calamity Mod. So in today's episode, it's my goal to give you a pretty chill experience as I talk about whatever stories I've got as we work on our character a little bit, because in the last episode, which was actually 2 days ago, we were trying to take down a mechanical boss and we were failing, and that's because I was kind of leaning towards experimental rather than what I know would work. So today I'm going to go with what I know will work. So I've been away. I was away for a day. I made a Minecraft series, and let me tell you, you guys responded amazingly. I'm going to talk about that later on. But one of the things I discovered today, which I think you guys are going to really appreciate, is that if you remember in an earlier episode, we got this item right here, the web slinger. Now, I found something. It might be an Easter egg, but I think you guys are going to like it. So, as you can tell right now, we look like this. So, if you were to grapple up here, you can grapple really fast like this and say, "Snowman, snowman, does whatever a snowman can." So that's my Easter egg. Brilliant, right? That's what was going through my mind. Oh, man. Right, let's kill that bunny. So the first step I want to do today is to get myself some souls of flight, because I need to make myself some starlight wings. Now, I did build a brand new house. I built this yesterday before I recorded my Minecraft episode, because I wanted to make sure I got some work on the world done. Now, this build was inspired by one I saw on Reddit. I saw it on Reddit a couple of years ago, but when I saw it, it was a Halloween build, but I wanted to make this one less Halloween-y, so I took out the top window and replaced it with a picture of the old man, because it's good to be vain. And I also changed the interior to actually match some of the other houses, you know, with the wood and the stone wall. I've also got another fireplace. I have one there as well. And then it's got a nice roof to it. And then I added a chimney up top. This is my first ever chimney I've built like this. What do you think? I actually really like this build. It's come along pretty great. But very heavy inspiration from Reddit. Now, I cleared out this area too, because I've been extending my town. And I built this little rail cart here. I actually almost forgot what I built this for, but it's because I'm going to build, I don't know what day I'm going to build it on, but I'm going to try and build myself a Hogwarts Express train, a really small one to go here, because I thought it would match the series, and somebody commented on a very early episode saying I should put a train underneath my town. I don't think I'm going to do a train, because I'll honestly never use it. It'll probably take hours to build as well, considering you have to like mine through the world and that. So I think the Hogwarts Express will be way better. So I'm going to be working on that very, very soon. So yeah, to get this Souls of Flight, we're going to need to go into the sky biome. If I can even reach it. Can I even reach it at the minute? Alright, I think I need to go over here. The problem is, with the wings we've got at the minute, they're not particularly great. They're not bad, and they actually help out with your sword. It gives a frostburn. Which is why, like, when I was using the Soul of Cryogen in the last episode, it wasn't really too effective, because I already had that benefit anyway. Okay, alright, let's land here. And then I want to get on a nice... I'm actually going to go over here. I'm going to go over to where we built our little foundation for the Dungeon Defenders event. Because I want a nice area where I'm not going to, like, spawn the queen bee, because the island has a queen bee hive, just like that one from before. Ah, nice. This is pretty chill. So my day, I've had such a productive day. It was one of these days, and I was like this the other week, if you guys remember, where I woke up at 5 in the morning. So I woke up at 5 in the morning because I left my window open, and I woke up kind of cold, and I had a bit of a sore throat, because I just think, you know, I don't know, dryness in the air, whatever. So I was like, I'm not going to get back to sleep. And then I got up, and I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll shut the window, and I'll just get all cozy and go back to sleep. But no. I went to shut the window. I almost woke up my partner, and I was like, well... she's got a long shift. I feel bad. So I got up at 5 and I just like cracked on with my day. And my day is consisted of quite a few things. So I need a wyvern to spawn. This might actually take a little while. We might be here for a little bit. So hopefully you guys don't mind me chatting. So the first thing I did was I was like, all right, it's Independent Man Day. Right? Which means that it's time to get all the chores done that I was meant to do months ago. Independent Man Day. So the first thing I did was I started like clearing out this cupboard that I have like under the stairs, which is like once again another Harry Potter reference. I don't have a young boy living in there, you know, who might be a wizard. might not be a wizard. Instead, I just have like loads of crap, like loads of Christmas crap, loads of like skateboards I've been sent in the past, and the giant boxes that they arrive in. I just had loads and loads and loads of junk in there, and it was like finally time. But I did find something amazing, so I had to like carry all this stuff up because I'm going to go put it in my attic. I've got to borrow my ladder from my neighbor when he's available because I don't own a ladder, so I need to get that sorted as well. But one of the things I found was a leaver's note from my teacher that was written 7 years ago, and oh my god, it cracked me up. I forgot this was ever written because I've not seen it in 7 years. I'm going to read it to you now while we look for this wyvern, which might actually take forever. So let me pull it up on my phone. I think you guys are going to really find this funny. I posted this to Twitter. It got great responses. Okay, so it reads... I'm going to have to make sure I focus on Terraria while I read this. This might actually be hard. James Bennett. Well, James, what can I say? If it's not your inappropriate comments or your lack of work I have to put up with, it's your lack of attendance. And to be honest, I prefer the latter one best. I don't think I've known any student who squeals as much as you when you've already been caught red-handed doing something you shouldn't. In all honesty, I think you'll be a big success in whatever you choose to do, as you are a bright, down-to-earth young adult, and yes, you will be missed. What a response. All I used to do was like play games on his computer in an IT lesson. He's written like I'm some kind of psychopath. Oh god, look at this. This is amazing. Wow. Now, my productivity, it didn't end there, you know, we're just cleaning out a cupboard, right? I had to step it up a notch, like Eminem and 8 Mile, you know? I can't just clean out my closet and stop. What I decided to do was I went and got a new television. Because the thing is, when I got my first house, I got everything on a budget, right? Because that's what you do when you get your first place. You get everything on a budget. And I remember I really wanted this 4K TV, and there was one on sale in like Argos in Britain, and it was the crummiest 4K telly. I don't know how they could pass it off a 4K. It was kind of ridiculous. So I bought it on the dirt cheap, the real cheap. And I've been saying to myself for years, because I've had it for about 3-4 years, right, you need to replace that because that's bad. Because it's like center frame in my living room. It looked awful as well. It didn't look nice. So I went and picked out a new telly, and what an experience. Like, they really try and upsell you when you're getting tellies. I've got to go back and get another Zergy boy. Yeah, they really try and upsell you when you're getting a telly. Like, I picked out a telly, and I was like, I like this. And it had a price cut on it, so I was like really happy about that. Like it was reduced, so I was like buzzing. You know, I'm happy with a reduced telly. Can't believe it. Well done. And this guy comes up and he's like slapping it on the top. This is the sales guy. He's like slapping it on the top of the telly, like, this, mate. Nah, you don't want this. This is crap. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you don't want this, mate. He's like, let me show you what you really want. And he goes over to this like Sony masterful TV, and he's like, this one is 2,000 more, but what you're getting is like, you're getting better sound, you don't need a soundbar, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, if I could afford that, I'd have bought that. You know what I mean? He was going for a bit of a stretch, right? When you're buying a telly and they're like, well, why don't you go for this one? It's 50 quid more. You know, that's a good sale, right? You're like, why don't you go for this one? It's a few quid more and you get this. And you're like, all right, okay, maybe. And then they can do that to like a certain extent, right? £2,000 more. You must be mad. You must be absolutely mental. I was like, you're not a very good salesperson. I was like, because I want this telly, and you're just telling me it's awful for no reason. And he was like, well, yeah, I'll suit yourself. And I was like, well, all right. So I found someone else, because when you buy televisions, at least in Britain, it's all off commission, right? So the more expensive TV they can sell you, the more money they earn, like themselves, you know, not for the company. It's their bonus, right? So I was like, well, I'm just going to find someone else. And then I found this really great guy who was super helpful. He knocked some more price off the telly, which was like ace. And I was like, yeah, great, awesome. I'm happy to give you my commission. But oh my god, what's the point of upselling like that? I'm happy with what I've got. Jesus. All right. But that's been my morning. It's not even that late in the day. Oh, I was reading the news earlier. I find this so funny. So there was a plane going from London to Germany, and and all the members of staff on board just decided that they were actually off to Edinburgh, which is in Scotland. And so they, like, departed from London and just landed in Scotland. And we're like, hey, we're in Scotland now. It's awaiting further confirmation exactly what went down, but it was no kind of, like, you know, issue the way they had to stop. It was just they all thought they were flying to Scotland. And everyone on board was like, hey, this doesn't look very, very German to me. So I'm going to make some starlight wings. Stuff like that, man. How can you get mad? Because that's this... Well, to be honest, if I was on that flight, I'd be pretty gutted. Because if you've got to, like, get transport, you know, it is gonna ruin your day. But that being said, free flight to Scotland. Okay. Let's spend a little bit of dollar. And what I really want is, like, either warding or I'll take menacing. Armored. I'll take armored, why not? So that's what we're replacing. We're going to bish bash bosh that in the chest. Now, I'm trying to think of what I might want for this next one. I think I would like a worm scarf. Now, I've not been using the worm scarf too much, but I think the 17% damage reduction is going to really help me at the minute. Oh, it's cheap to reforge as well. So here's the plan. Here's what I think we should do. I think we should do the aquatic scourge, because it's a fight I haven't done in a long time. Now, can these walk on water? I don't think they can. I'm not too sure about that. So, what I'm going to get is a water walking potion from the shop right here. I'm going to get water walking. And I think that should be good. And then I remember the aquatic scourge, you just circle it around pretty much. But you've got to circle it and also avoid some of the projectiles. So, it might be a little bit difficult. I don't know. I'm going to use this big sword. And what I'm hoping to get is the sea bow. Now, I was feeling pretty nostalgic about this because I actually posted an episode of the Calamity Mod 1 year ago today doing the mechanical bosses using the sea bow. I think it's called like the barnacle or something like that from the aquatic scourge. So I was like, that's kind of nostalgic. I like a bit of nostalgia. I mean, I was feeling nostalgic reading my yearbook earlier today. So I was like, I'm going to keep up with this trend. So I'm going to go farm for this. It can take a little while, can't it? Because you've got to wait for like a natural spawn. I would use another Zergy boy, but my fear is that if we Zergy boy and we get killed by maulers, it's just going to be this constant cycle of like running backwards and forwards, and I can't deal with it. I just can't. My snowman legs, they've got fatigue. I've been up since 5 AM. He's, you know, I don't want to burn him out, right? So change of plan here. I actually tried to farm out for it, and then I got slain by it the second it spawned. And then I took a little break and went off and lived the rest of my day, which is good because it means I can give you another segment of Chippy's Kitchen. Because I was cooking, right? Here's what I made for tea. I made chicken noodle soup from scratch. Whenever I make this, I always think of that one scene in Kung Fu Panda where the duck is like talking to Jack Black and the duck's like, "Did you have the noodle dream?" And it's like, and I think that every time I'm like stirring my noodles, like, maybe I did have the noodle dream. So that's what I made. I made it from scratch. It was so nice. I wasn't really feeling it though while I was making it. I was feeling like a Domino's. Domino's is in the pizza brand. I don't know if you have that elsewhere in the world. Talking about elsewhere in the world, let's bring up Krispy Kreme. So, I mentioned Krispy Kreme in the last episode. Now, a lot of you, rightly so, were very confused what I meant. So I meant Krispy Kreme. Now, I was in the car with Court, and I was like, everyone keeps telling me that Krispy Kreme is wrong. Are we just saying it wrong? And she was like, well, everyone I know says Krispy Kreme. And I'm like, did they say Krispy Kreme because we introduced it to them? You know, did we sway their vocabulary, their pronunciation? And I looked it up, and apparently people in Europe either flip between Krispy Kreme or Krispy Kreme. So Krispy Kreme makes more sense, truthfully, because like a cream donut, although not a lot of them have got cream in them. So yeah, I'm bewildered as much as you guys. You know, I thought I was getting it right. I thought I was speaking some truth. So let's wait for this mad lad to spawn. Truth is, I don't want to do this fight while having like lowered health because, like I say, I just died instantly. Oh, there we go. All right, buff up. So here's the plan. If you don't like gravity potions, you might not enjoy this part. So I'm going to be using the advantage of the gravity buff that you get with this armor. because I don't think I can fly fast enough. So I think this is way better. The only problem is yeah, you got to watch out for those clouds. And the only other problem is I'm not very good at remembering my button presses. And if I enter the water, as in like, to basically go into the water, I will kind of jeopardize the fight because the flight back up using a gravity potion will be too slow. And it's a fast boss. So I've just got to keep it nice and calm. Use my adrenaline when I get the chance. But the main part is I can't go into the clouds because the clouds are going to mess me up, son. Okay. Right, adrenaline. Alright, see how much I can do with the adrenaline. Right, that's a really decent amount. So I've just got to keep looping it just like this. Ooh, keeping it nice and calm. And remembering what... Oh, I don't know if I'm up or down. Okay. I actually lost track then. Once you can't see the sky anymore, everything gets hard to see. Alright, so like I just did then, I entered the water. Bad move, can't do that. I really can't tell when I'm up or down. It's becoming a little bit difficult. No. Okay. I was so scared then because I was like, we're going to lose that adrenaline. God, this is boggling with my mind. I was doing so well. I know I'm not getting hit, but my mental capacity to understand what is up or what is down is bad. I feel like I'm a student in Stranger Things. You know what I mean? Am I up? Am I down? I don't know. I tell you what, talking about Stranger Things, right? So I mentioned to you in the last episode that I'd rewatched season 2, and I was like, it's not as good as I remembered, right? There was one show that I watched a few years ago called OA, and I can't remember anything about it, and they've just released the second season, and I've never been more confused in my life. I haven't watched it yet. I saw the trailer, but I really am, like, amazed and very bewildered by what's happening. Okay, I'm doing terribly, and I'll tell you why I'm doing terribly specifically. It's because I can't tell where the clouds are because it's so dark. So I've just got to try and wing it. I keep pressing B, by the way, so that I don't run out of the water walking potions. God, can I not heal? What's going on? Oh, I've got... Oh, that's why I had potion sickness. Okay. Okay, fly up. There we go. So yeah, picking different paths seems to work. Right, I'm going to be quiet for the rest of this fight, guys, and really concentrate, just because I've spent so long on it now. I want to win. Okay, so I don't know what's happening here, but I appear to have lost it. Oh, okay, it's back. Thank God, because I had no idea what was going on. Okay, coming up to the end now. It's so dark, I can't see, like... I know you mobile users can't see, but I really, really can't then. Okay, what'd I get? Did I get anything decent? Anything good? Alright, let's make sure I've got all the loot. Okay. I think... Oh, no. Out we come. It really is too dark. So let me zoom it on in, guys. Let me change the time of day. Can I change the time of day? What's going on? Why can't I change the time of day? Is it because there's a boss fight? Look at this. Look at that. Away he comes. Right, did I get the weapon I needed? I don't think I did, no. Alright, so let's get a summon out. I wish I could change the time. So, because I didn't get what I needed, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to farm it again, just to make sure that I can, I don't know, see what happens kind of thing. I got some Souls of Sight, though, so let's have a little look at this. So let's see what the Souls of Sight can make to help us out. Angel Treads cannot be made. The Optic Staff cannot be made. The Catastrophe cannot be made, because it's obviously, well, they all need hallowed bars. So I think this is, like, really good if you're going to, I don't know, to be honest. Alright, that's weapons out. The reverb... Yeah, I don't think there's anything in particular that I'm going to make using these, but I am going to go farm the boss one more time. Alright, coming up to the end of the second fight here. Let's see what we get. Ooh, there we go. A nice little adrenaline hit right at the end. Very oh my god. Do I do it? I can't be bothered. I'm going to die to it. There we go. I really couldn't be bothered to do it. Oh, man. There we go. I'm feeling good today about these boss fights. It's better than yesterday when we were just, like, losing constantly. Let's open it up. And we didn't get what I wanted. So I think that might be a tomorrow kind of job. Now, I just wanted to say, because I kind of mentioned it at the start about my my MC series, my, rapping days. Yeah, I'm just extremely grateful that you guys gave me a bunch of support, because I don't know if you noticed, but last week I didn't just start one new project, I started two. So I started the meme review on Chippy Gaming, and I started Minecraft on Chippy's Couch. So it's nice to be able to, like, do new things, and for you guys to just treat me like how you normally would. I really, really, really appreciate it. That's all I wanted to say, really. I'm so extremely grateful, genuinely, that it can even hold a candle to the Calamity Mod. Because, I've built my channel off the Calamity Mod because I love it. And I think that it's just so cool that you guys are just helping me with this, like, cool little, I don't know, side project. It's so sick. Thank you, guys. Right, so that's going to do it for today's episode. We got some great stuff, though. So what I'll do is I'll farm it off camera for the next episode, and then we'll use that bow and we'll work our way through tomorrow all the mechanical bosses and check out all of the new items to do with that. Very excited for that. And yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!